Hello again, everybody. Wayback Sports Cards. Today we've got about 10 packs here of 1981 Topps Baseball album stickers. You see the blue packs right here. Got these on eBay, bought 12 packs on eBay for about $15 once you include shipping. You can see they sold for 15 cents back in the day, so paid quite a bit more than what's on the packaging there, but we'll get right into this. These 15-cent packs were, you can get these in stores, and they were accompanied by a sticker album that cost 25 cents back in 1981. And similar to the Panini sets, featured, and there's the back of the pack just to show you guys what that looked like back in the day. But these stickers would go in the album, and it featured league leaders along with top players from each team. So gonna open these. Because it is so old, some of the packs are sealed pretty well here. Others are not. So just going to, there we go. Got the seam there, because I do want to keep as many of these packages intact. You can see in the background above, I had opened album stickers from I think 1983 before, so I would like to keep the packaging intact for as many of these as possible. And you can see there are the stickers. This one is a half sticker, looks like Tommy John on the left, Mike Norris on the right, sticker number 2. So there's the back of the card, or sticker, if you will. 262 total stickers in the set. There's Yaz, Carl Yastrzemski. 262 total stickers in the set. 52 of those feature Hall of Famers, baseball Hall of Famers. There's one right there, Carl Yastrzemski. So 20% of the set has baseball Hall of Famers. This is a really good one right here. Keep that right there. Good quality photos, very crisp there. There's Chicago White Sox, those old uniforms. Love them or hate them. And you got Jim Morrison, not that one, but Jim Morrison, second base, third baseman of the White Sox. And looks like got Tom Seaver, 1981 Tom Seaver with the Reds. He would find his way back to the Mets and then the White Sox in the later on in the 80s. So 2 Hall of Famers in pack 1. Pretty good start. No rookie cards here. This isn't the kind of set where you get into rookie cards. However, 1981 would be year 2 for Rickey Henderson. Rickey Henderson is in this set, so that's probably the sticker I'm looking for the most. We'll see if we can find that here. Al Bunbury. I started collecting, I was born in 82, so this came out before I was born. Don't remember a lot of these older guys. Some I do, some I don't. There's Davey Lopes, who I do remember as a coach. That mustache, legendary, however. And then we got Dwayne Murphy of the A's. And Ken Oberkfell, yes. So there's pack 2. Not as successful as pack 1, but it looks like we just found a great shot. I like this. The Topps did a great job here. Great shot of Mr. October himself, Reggie Jackson. That's a good one. I like that. Oh, and there's the Rickey. So really, really good job. We've done really well for ourselves already. So there's the Rickey Henderson sticker. That's year 2. Not sure. Bert Hooton. Don't remember Bert Hooton. Got that great old school Seattle uniform there. Tom Paciorek. So, yeah, really good start there. We've got at least a few huge names. Yaz, Reggie Jackson. We did get the Rickey. And I'm just trying to, there we go. I'm opening them that way just because I want to keep the packages intact. Got that Texas Rangers. I mean, this guy is baking in the, I presume, the Texas heat there. Bump Wills, Steve Carlton there, 206. We've got another Cincinnati Red, Tom Hume. And then we've got a Yankees, Rudy May. Rudy May, all right. That was Roy White for a minute there. Again, this is a little before my time. But, so forgive me for not knowing the names right off the bat. There's Eddie Whitson, who I didn't recognize with all that hair. Of course, he was with the Yankees a few years later. Didn't do particularly well in the Bronx. This looks like Tony Perez. Yep, Hall of Famer Tony Perez. Johnny Wockenfuss. And we've got half of your 1980 World Series champion Philadelphia Phillies. There you go, National League pennant winner. But the Phillies did beat the Royals 4-2 in the 1980 World Series. Royals being the AL champs. Also in 1980, you had George Brett as your AL MVP, Mike Schmidt as your NL MVP. Is this Cecil Cooper? Yes, it is. There we go. Is that Garvey? Yep, Garvey. We've got Bill Caudle, and there you go, the 1980 National League MVP. There you go, a little closer. Michael Jack Schmidt. Put Mr. Jack Schmidt up there. We got our next pack there. Frank Tanana. I guess he's doing the leg kick, but they're so zoomed in, it's kind of a weird shot there. We've got 1979 co-MVP. Keith Hernandez with the hair. Good God. Good Lord. Looking great, though. Keith Hernandez should be considered more heavily for the Hall of Fame. We've got a nice White Sox helmet. We got the warm-up jacket there of Lamar Johnson. And then it looks like the Goose, Rich Gossage, Hall of Famer. Nice shot there, stirrups and all. So again, 1980, back to 1980 season. This is the 81 sticker set. So if you were looking for this book, we've got Dave Revering of the A's. And the set also featured some of the All-Stars. So the All-Stars get the silver foil treatment there. So that's Willie Wilson, 247. Of the Mets, you got that great Mets pinstriped uniform there. Steve Henderson. And then we've got the Wizard, Ozzie Smith, still with the Padres. So put that one down there. So the 80 Cy Young winner in the American League was Steve Stone. And then the National League Cy Young winner was Steve Carlton. And then you had the AL Rookie of the Year from 1980 was Joe Charbonneau, who kind of unfortunately flamed out shortly thereafter. Didn't really stick around. I think by 1982, he was mostly done at that point. And then the 1980 NL Rookie of the Year, Steve Howe, who, had a somewhat successful career, but mixed with drug suspensions and unfortunately no longer with us. Talking about the 80 AL MVP, there's George Brett and Ben Ogilvy. So that's a good one right there. We got the King, Dave Kingman, another classic mustache. We've got Bob Boone, sons Brett Boone, Aaron Boone. Bob Boone, really great defensive catcher. And then we've got, is this Kirk? Young Kirk Gibson there. Wow, the hair and everything. All right, final pack in what's been a pretty good short break here. I'm taking my time with this one just because it is so far back in the day there. But like I said in the beginning, I got 12 packs of these for 15 bucks. So a little more than a buck a pack. And I think, these stickers are a great way to get some early 80s cards / stickers at a really affordable price point. So Orioles with that really solid, thick black around the outside of the Orioles script there. I don't remember it being quite so dark there, but there's Steve Stone, the 1980 AL Cy Young winner. We've got a Blue Jay, Alfredo Griffin. We've got Bill Buckner with that unmistakable mustache. And I love the blue Cubs pinstripe uniform there. And our final sticker of the Phillies, Gary Maddox. So there you have it. It's about 10 packs. We've got George Brett. We got Schmidt. We got our second year, Rickey Henderson. We also got Ozzie Smith, Goose Gossage, Tony Perez, Steve Carlton, Mr. October himself, Tom Seaver there, and Carl Yastrzemski. So we did pretty well. That is 1981 Topps Baseball album stickers. Let me know if you've had these, you have the album. Love to know if anybody still has the albums. That'd be really kind of cool to see. But yeah, let me know what you think. And as always, thank you for watching. Have a great day, everyone. So long.